Hey all, we are doing Wish You Were Here by Pink Floyd, which is a wonderful, fantastic song. Thank you for the request. As you know, if somebody has a request, especially a coach art kid, I'm happy to do a lesson if I can. Fantastic song. So we'll go through the whole thing. I'll have a link for the chords and in the description below. I do it a little bit differently than what is available for these chords, so you may want to note some changes. If you want to see my chord sheet, which I have here, just let me know and I'm happy to send it out to you. The challenge of this song isn't really the technique of it. You can nail that with just some practice and you could be playing it in an hour. The challenge of this song is really getting the right heart to it and getting that heart translated into your fingers. You really want to make sure the song is sincere without sounding pretentious. Finding that balance is a real art and one of your big challenges here in learning this song. I wish you luck. If you have any questions or comments or anything else you need to know, let me know, but good luck. All right, let's get started on the song. It starts off with that really familiar riff. Right? So what is that? That is a G note. G note played here on the low E, 3rd fret. Then an open A. And then when that's ringing out, you hammer down. So A2. Gets that twangy sound. The D open, and then D2. And after you do that, then you just strum that E minor 7. Make sure you're getting that your ring finger and your pinky are on the 3rd fret on the high B and E strings. That's a really critical part of the sound. So once again. The next part, if you're on that E minor 7, is D2, G open, D2, D open. And then you rock over to a G chord. Right? And again on the G, you're holding down the B and the E strings, right? And that's the first part, and you'd play that twice. One variant on that is, I like to hit that G to start. You can actually skip the G if you want and just go into the, which is I think what Pink Floyd does on occasion too. So you can play the G note first or skip it and just go right into the A. So you do that section, you play that twice. Then you go into the next part, and believe it or not, it just starts off the same way with that G, open A, then the hammer on, open D, D2, E minor 7. Right? So that part's the same. Then D2, D open, A2, A open, right? Has that descending sound. And then you play this A sus4, which sounds complicated, but again, your pinky and your ring finger are on the 3rd fret, high on the B and E strings, and then you can use your middle finger or your pointer finger on the D string on the 2nd fret, and you get that beautiful sounding chord. Then you do that whole thing again. So you do that whole section, you play that twice, pretty straightforward. And that's the intro. Then there's this other part. After I play that, this is what I do. You don't have to do this. I like to lead into that G, that final G chord with an open A, hammer it, open A, and then into the G. So then it goes right into the G, and that's just the opening of Wish You Were Here. Relatively straightforward, just some practice and you'll get it. one of the tips I can give you is just listen to the song a bunch of times to make sure you're getting the timing. Then you're into your verse and your chorus, which both have the exact same chord progression: C, D, A minor, G. All of those held for one measure, so 4 beats each. That's really straightforward. Let's just talk about how to play those chords. Yeah, you can play a C, regular old C. Sounds great. The way I like to play it is with the G in the bass. So your ring finger goes on that 3rd fret on the low E. Has a little bit of a deeper resonance. Then the D, you can play it with the F sharp in the bass, which, you know, if your hands are big enough, you take your thumb and you hold down the F sharp, which is the E string 2nd fret, and try to mute the A string. Play that like that. Then an A minor. Again, I like to play this one with the low E in that bass there, and the reason is, you follow the chord progression here. We had a G in the bass with the C, then we had an F sharp with the D. Now with the A minor with an E, we got kind of a nice little walk down between those notes. So that's the way I play it. Then you go to a G, the full G, which is you want your the B string on the 3rd fret and the high E on the 3rd fret as well, right? And then play that correctly, right? Much fuller sound. So those are the chords you need. You can play them the regular C, D, A minor, G, any way you like it. Those are the chords you need for the verse and the chorus. After the 2nd verse, you can go back for the instrumental and play the intro again, which sounds great. And then after that is the chorus or the final verse, whichever. And that's the how I wish you were here. That winds up the song. You can do one of two things, or you could do one of a million things if you like. But the two things that I can think of is you can go back and play the opening intro riff again. Most people finish it up that way. It sounds great. Or you can just play the chords of the riff, which are the E minor 7 to the G, the E minor 7 to the G, E minor 7, A7 sus4, E minor 7, A7 sus4, G, to end the song. That's the other way to do it. And that's Wish You Were Here. A little bit of practice and you can knock it out, no problem. Enjoy it.